Coach.
I want to know Big Sky, general thoughts.
Well, it's obviously a good way to start the conference play. We played very well. Just happy for our guys in our program. Becky just told me coming in, it's first time we played the Big Sky Conference in 1996, and I thought our guys responded well and played a very good game tonight.
Coach, you talked about getting Victor Sanders more playing time. What do you like out of him tonight, and what do you see him doing as conference play moves forward?
Well, Vic's a good player, and he's a good shooter, and I like Vic. I wouldn't recruit him if I didn't like him. So, Vic's a long, athletic kid. He's learning how to play at this level, but he can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He gives us another bigger defender out there, and he's come back from this spring or from this Christmas break, and he's been the guy who's practiced the hardest. That's the reason why I went in first tonight, because he has come back with a little bit of a mission, and I thought he took what he did in practice and put it onto the court tonight, and I was really happy for him.
You had a chance to give Hill some rest there at the end and some other guys as well. Is that kind of big for a game? We have a game, 2 days from now?
Absolutely. Anytime you can rest the guys. But, we've had 5 hard days of practice, so, everybody's going to be a little bit tired. But, it's always good to rest Connor. I thought Chad came in there in the first half, gave us a good lift, and made a 3 in the second half. So, I was happy with the way our guys played tonight.
Perrion didn't play till later in the second half. Was there
Coach's decision.
Okay. What can you say about Connor Hill's performance tonight?
Well, Connor obviously shot it well, but the one thing I'd tell you is I thought we played well offensively. We moved the ball very well, 19 assists on 29 field goals. I thought we executed well. Second, screened very well, especially Sec. We passed it inside out. Connor Hill's our shooter. And what we did tonight is we moved the ball and got him a bunch of open shots. He did what he's supposed to do. I was really happy with the way we moved our ball tonight.
You said he went to Hawaii, and that could be the reason he had such a great game. Is there anything in the budget to send him to Hawaii?
You have to ask his mom and dad about that.
You probably don't have to impress upon your team that it's not always going to be like this in the Big Sky.
No question. Especially with the team coming in. But we played very well tonight. Idaho State's a team that hadn't been blown out this year. I think all the stars aligned. We didn't start off very well. I think we were down 6-0, and then once we kind of got that zone figured out, our ball moved well. But it's not going to be like that. This is a good basketball conference. There's good teams here. What we got to make sure we do is come ready to play versus Weber State, who, should have probably won at Eastern today. They're defending Big Sky champions. They won 4 out of the last 6 conference champions. I worked with the guy 12 years. I know exactly what they're going to do. This is going to be playing like a Utah State team. And so this will be a heck of a game. We'll find out where we're at Saturday.
You guys went on a 22-4 run after trailing 6-0. Was that just because you guys figured out their zone defense, or what was?
I don't know if you want to say figured out. What I'd say is got more comfortable against it. I thought our ball really started to move. But more importantly than that, we hold them to 10 points in the first 10 minutes. I thought our defense was as good as it's been since probably the WSU game tonight. For whatever reason, I thought we were active and did a good job. They scored 21 points in the first half and then come out in the first 10 minutes and score 17 points. So we weren't quite as good in the second half. And when this team, if we'll get good defensively, we could be pretty good in this conference because we're going to be a good offensive team.
What were you thinking when Hill hit the 4 straight 3-pointers? You kind of just feed him the ball, or?
I was thinking our guys were doing a good job finding him. Yeah.
Is anything in practice the last 5 days focusing on closing down 3-point shooters and making sure they don't get Chris Hansen going?
No, Hansen was obviously a priority in this game, but no more different than what we do any other practice. To be honest with you, we didn't have our 5 best days of practice after the break. We had a little sluggish couple practices, but I thought we responded as the week moved on. This is the longest break I think I've ever had a team have, and so I was nervous coming into this game, and I thought the guys did a good job of doing what they were coached to do.
Coach, are there any unique challenges for you and your coaching staff transitioning to the Big Sky from the WAC, new opponents?
There's always a challenge when you go into a new league. You know, the WAC last year was kind of like a new league because there's only 3 returning teams, and there's always, you know, different things that go on. You know, guys run different systems. Well, we've been fortunate here as we're starting with our first 3 games. You know, we've played Idaho State the last 2 years. We obviously know what Weber does, and we've played Eastern a number of times through the last years, and we scrimmaged them last year. We didn't play them in a game, but we scrimmaged them. So we were very fortunate to start with teams that we are so-called familiar with.